Would it not be so convenient if your chatbot could capture all the customer details across different steps of a chatbot, and that entire information can get automatically saved to a Google Sheet? Well, that's very easy to achieve using Google Sheet right node on EasySocial Chatbot Builder. Let's learn how can you accomplish this. For this example, I've built a sample chatbot. Here we will mimic a ticket booking system for Coldplay concert. Our objective is to collect information on different steps of a chatbot and then capture all the customers' data and save that into a Google Sheet. So let's first of all study the chatbot. So here on the first step, we're introducing the user to the chatbot and we're giving him options to book a ticket. So when somebody clicks on book a ticket, we will capture his name. Then we will ask him to select a venue. Different dates, different venue. So he can choose whichever venue and date is comfortable to him, and then we will ask him how many tickets does he want to book. Once the amount of tickets is selected, we will calculate the total amount, generate a unique booking code, and finally give a summary of all the details, the name of the customer, and we will give the event date and the reference number, the total number of tickets required, cost per ticket, and we'll put the total amount here, and then we'll drop a message saying a payment link will be sent to your number once the payment has been received. So here our objective is not just to show this information but also to capture this in a Google Sheet. So now let's quickly test this chatbot on WhatsApp and understand how it actually works. So I'll go to my WhatsApp account and I'll send a hi message. So I've got this first message and I'll click on book a ticket. Awesome, let's book a ticket for you. Please tell me your full name. So I'll enter my name. Select a venue. So let's say I select Abu Dhabi. So now I have to choose the number of tickets I need. So let's say I want 3 tickets. Okay, so it's showing my name and is giving me a summary of the booking. Now I've captured all this information, but I need to save this in a Google Sheet. So in order to save all of the data that we've just captured into a Google Sheet, we must first have a Google Sheet. So let's go back to a browser and in our tab, let's open Google Sheets. We'll create a blank spreadsheet, and this spreadsheet we can rename to Coldplay concert. And here we will give some titles to the column. So I'll call this name, phone number, then I'll call this reference number, number of tickets, price per ticket, total amount, and also I'll enter event date. Okay, so now I've got all of these columns and my sheet is also ready to capture the data. Now I'll go back to our chatbot, and here I will just disconnect the last 2 nodes and I'll create some space here, and I'll create integrations Google Sheet Write, and let's connect this node here. So when I click on this node, it's asking me to sign in with Google. So let's click here and sign in with our account. I'll select the account that I used to create the Google Sheet, hit continue, give some permissions to EasySocial to read your Google Sheet. Now our Google account is connected with this node. Next, we need to select the sheet where the data has to be written. So we'll select the Google Sheet now. Again, select the same account. Now here you can see we've got a sheet called Coldplay concert. I'll double click on it. Our sheet has been selected. So you'll come to know when the sheet's name appears in this particular section. Now we've got 2 operations here. One is called add, the other one is called update. So we'll learn both of them one by one. Let's see what ad can do first. Next, I have to start configuring the columns where I want to collect the data. So I'll select column A. Then we have the option of fetching the value. Which value do you want to save in this particular column? So we've got two options available here: lead data field and custom input. Lead data field references to the field where the data is getting saved. In our case, when we capture the name, it's getting saved in the field called name. So I want to use this particular value and push it forward in this Google Sheet. So here I will choose name in this drop down. So we have set up this particular column right now. Let's go to the next one, which is column B. So let's click on add more data. Now I'll choose column B this time, and again I want to get information from the lead data field, and in the drop down I'm going to look for contact number. So I want to copy the contact number of the user and paste it within this particular column. Next is reference number. So I'll again click on add more data. So here I will call this C, column C, and here again lead data field. The value I will choose from booking reference number. So if you remember, we are generating a reference number here. We are using the timestamp option, which always gives us a unique value for every entry. So we're capturing a timestamp and putting that into a lead data field called booking reference number, and this information we are now saving into column C. Now let's add more data. This would be column D, and our column D is going to be the number of tickets. So we're capturing the number of tickets from number of tickets lead data field. So I will choose number of tickets from the drop down available. Let's add more. It's going to be column E this time, price per ticket. So the price per ticket is going to be hard coded. We're not capturing the value. We know for sure that's going to be 5,000 all the times. So you also have an option to, let's say we'll first add the column name here. Now instead of using lead data field, we'll use custom input, and this time we'll enter 5,000. So we are basically hard coding this value 5,000 into the column E. Now let's go to the next column, which is, let's see, it's the total amount. So here again, let's see where we are storing the total amount. So here you can see we are doing a mathematical calculation. We are multiplying total number of tickets with 5,000, and then we are saving it into total amount variable. So in the Google Sheets, we need to select total amount this time. So here it is, total amount. Again, let's go to the Google Sheet. After the total amount, we need to enter the event date. So the event date is being captured little sooner, which is on this step, and here we are capturing event venue. So here basically whatever is available in the list title is getting captured. The description does not get captured, the list title does get captured. So I'll scroll down, go to the Google Sheet again, and I will choose one more data to add, and I'll enter G, and this time I want to capture the event venue. Actually, event venue is capturing the date. Let's say if you were to also capture the actual event venue, so you can make some changes here. So if I scroll up back to event venue, I can just break these connections once. Let's say we want to capture this particular field as event date rather than event value. So I'll just write event date. Now this data is getting captured in event date rather than event venue. For capturing event venue, we will do some modification here. We are going to add a node here. So let's say this first venue is Abu Dhabi. So we're going to use custom value here, enter Abu Dhabi, and then choose event venue. So now as soon as somebody selects on 5th Jan, it's going to also store Abu Dhabi in the event venue, and then I'll again connect it back to the next node. I'll repeat this step for the other two venues, and the next venue being I think Mumbai. I'll copy this value and I'll paste it here and also rename the node to Mumbai, and I'll connect it again to the next node. I'll duplicate this and I'll connect the last option here as well. The last option is Singapore, so I'll copy this, again go to this node, replace the value here, replace the title, and again connect it to the next node. So if you've noticed here, instead of choosing the event venue, let's call this choose event date. So now we're capturing the date here, and then automatically we're assigning the venue through the lead data field utility node. So if I scroll down further in the Google Sheet Write node, if I scroll down to column G, so instead of venue, we will choose event date. And let's also again go back to sheet and we'll also capture event venue here. And this time we'll add one more data here, and in the H column, we are going to use the lead data field called event venue. So now our event venue will serve us with the correct venue details. So I'll save this. And that's it. Our setup is done. Let's try the whole thing out once again. So I'll write hi. This should restart the chatbot. Let's click on book a ticket. Enter your full name. Select a venue. So again I'll choose Abu Dhabi. Number of tickets, 4 tickets this time. Okay, so it's giving me the summary. So let's go and check out if we've been able to capture the details here or not. So if you can see, we've captured all the details here. We've captured the name, we've captured the phone number, the reference number which was automatically generated, number of tickets, price per ticket, total amount, event date, and then the venue. Now let's do some minor modifications here. Let's go back to the chat flow, and let's say if the user wants to update his ticket requirements. So I have my reference number, I just want to update the number of tickets that I need. So let's modify the chatbot a little bit. So our first message has the options view event details, book a ticket. So I'll click on add a new button and I'll add another option called modify booking. And here I will add a new node right under this, and here I will ask for the reference number. So let's write a message here. Enter your booking reference number. Okay, so I will capture the reference number. I'll save whatever the user is entering, and I'll save it to the same field called booking reference number. Now at this step, I will ask the user to update the number of tickets that he wants to purchase. So I will scroll down here and duplicate this node, and I'll connect it here. Please choose the updated number of tickets that you're looking to purchase. And I'll give him options here, and I'll enter the options here: 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, next up we will update this information on Google Sheets. So I'll duplicate this node and I'll bring it up. And here I will remove all these other fields. I'll click on cross, and instead of add, I'll choose update. Now here you can see the interface has changed a little bit. It is asking for validation. So now here I have to validate my booking reference number. So basically I have to find the reference number in the sheet. Whichever row has that same number, there I want to make changes in the number of tickets. That's the intent. Okay, so now here, if you have noticed carefully, my reference number is placed inside column C. So here I will write C, and here I will choose the value which the user has input in the previous message, which is enter your reference number. So the reference number is coming here, so I will select reference number. Now at this step, the reference number is being matched in this particular sheet. Next, when this number is getting matched, then I can add some data here. So if you have seen in the column D, we've got number of tickets. So I just want to update this particular value here inside of number of tickets. So I will choose column D here, and here I will use number of tickets. Once this is done, I'll scroll down and I'll create a new basic message, and I'll write here, dear user, we have updated your request. Your booking is now updated for, then we'll print the number of tickets he has chosen, these many tickets. Okay, so this is our confirmation, and since this is the last message, I will mark this as an end node. In the Google Sheet write node, you will notice that there's one more connector which is available now at the bottom. It is of a red color. So this appears in the case of updating the node. So here, if the validation gets failed somehow, then it's going to enter this branch. So here we can write sorry, I could not find the booking reference code you entered. Please try again. And I can then click on jump to the next message, and then I can connect this node back to where we are asking for the reference code. So here we are asking for the booking reference number. So I'll rename this node to enter reference number. So if in case we've got a wrong response for the reference number, then we are forwarding the user back to the place where he has to enter the reference number again, then select the tickets, and then the sheet will be updated. So now we've streamlined the whole process. Let's just save this chatbot and go back to WhatsApp and test everything out again. I'll hit a 0 this time. So I've got the new response. I'll click on modify booking, and let's enter the same reference number which I generated in the previous step. I'll enter this here. And how many tickets do I need to buy? This time let's only go for 2. Remember, we had chosen 4 the last time. So it's working on the Google Sheet and it has updated, it seems. So dear user, we have updated your request. Your booking is now updated for 2 tickets. So let's go back to our Google Sheet. You can see the data is now updated to 2. So this is how it works. Now let's again try this with a wrong booking ID. Okay, so I'll hit 0 to reset the chatbot. Let's click on modify booking. Let's enter some random number which is not our booking number. Let's choose 3 this time. So now you can see we've got an error message saying, sorry, I could not find the booking reference code that you entered. Please try again. So this node is working as we expected it to. But in case if you're looking for ways to access the information in a Google Sheet and bring that information back to your chatbot, definitely consider going to our YouTube channel, watch the tutorial for Google Sheet Read node. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.